Listen carefully. Your life is not controlled by your circumstances. It is controlled by your attitude, not your past, not your failures, not the people who doubted you. Your attitude is everything. Because two people can face the same storm. One breaks, the other becomes unbreakable. What's the difference? Attitude. There will be days when nothing goes your way. You'll wake up tired, unmotivated, frustrated. You'll question yourself. You'll feel behind. You'll feel like quitting. But here's the truth nobody tells you. You don't need motivation to win. You need discipline and the right attitude. Because winners don't wake up feeling ready every day. They wake up committed. They show up when it's hard. They push when it hurts. They keep going when everything inside says stop. That's attitude. Your attitude decides how you react to pain. Some people see pain and they run. Others see pain and they grow. Some people see failure and they quit. Others see failure and they learn. Some people wait for the perfect moment. Others create it. Which one are you? You see, life doesn't reward talent alone. There are talented people everywhere. Still broke, still stuck, still average. Why? Because talent without discipline is wasted. And discipline is built on attitude. Your attitude determines how you train, how you think, how you respond, how long you last, and in the end, how far you go. Let me be real with you. No one is coming to save you. No perfect moment is coming. No magical motivation is coming. If you keep waiting, you will keep losing. So you need to decide, are you going to complain or are you going to change? Are you going to make excuses or make progress? Are you going to stay comfortable or become unstoppable? Because success is not about doing something once. It's about doing the right things over and over again, especially when you don't feel like it. That's where most people fail. They rely on feelings. If I feel good, I'll work. If I feel motivated, I'll try. That mindset will destroy your future because feelings change. They come and go, but discipline stays. You must learn to move even when you don't feel like it. Wake up and work. Even when you're tired, train hard. Even when it hurts, stay focused. Even when distractions are everywhere. That's the attitude of a winner. And let me tell you something powerful. Your attitude is a choice, not something you're born with, not something others control. You choose it every single day. You choose whether to be positive or negative, focused or distracted, strong or weak, and every small choice builds your future. Think about it. One lazy day turns into a lazy week. One weak decision turns into a bad habit. One excuse turns into a lifestyle. But it also works the other way. One disciplined day builds momentum. One strong decision builds confidence. One extra effort builds greatness. So what are you building? Because your life right now is a reflection of your past attitude, and your future will be built by the attitude you choose today. Stop blaming people. Stop blaming situations. Stop blaming your past. Take responsibility. Take control. Take action. Because once you control your attitude, you control your life. You become dangerous, not to others, but to your excuses. You stop negotiating with weakness. You stop delaying your dreams. You stop waiting for permission, and you start becoming the person you were meant to be. Remember this, hard times don't last, but strong attitudes do. Pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. So when it gets hard, and it will get hard, don't say, why me? Say, try me. When life pushes you, push back harder. When doubt creeps in, shut it down with action. When you feel like quitting, that's when you fight the most. Because that moment, that exact moment, is where champions are made. Not when it's easy, not when it's comfortable, but when it's painful, when it's difficult, when everything says, stop. And you say, keep going. That's attitude. So from this moment forward, make a decision. A real decision. No more excuses. No more waiting. No more weak mindset. You will show up every day. You will stay disciplined. You will control your attitude. Because your attitude is your power, and if you master it, there is nothing that can stop you. Now go and prove it. Now listen, this is where it separates. Everyone talks about winning, but very few are willing to endure what it takes, because having a strong attitude is easy, when life is easy. But what about when everything starts falling apart? What about when you try and still fail? What about when no one supports you? No one believes in you? No one even notices your effort? That's the real test. That's where attitude becomes your weapon or your weakness. Because in those moments, you have two voices in your head. One says, "Stop, this is too hard. You've done enough, take a break, quit." And the other says, "Keep going. You didn't come this far to stop now. Push harder, become stronger." The question is, which voice are you listening to? Because your future depends on it. Most people lose not because they are weak, but because they listen to the wrong voice. They listen to comfort. They listen to fear. They listen to doubt. But winners, they listen to discipline. They don't trust their feelings. They trust their standards. And that's what you need to build. Standards, not "I'll try," not "I'll see how I feel," but "I will do this, no matter what." That kind of attitude is unstoppable, because once your standards are set, your decisions become automatic. You don't wake up and debate. You don't sit there thinking, "Should I work today?" No, you get up and you execute, because that's who you are now. Let me tell you something most people avoid hearing. You are not tired. You are undisciplined. You are not out of time. You are distracted. You are not unlucky. You are inconsistent. And that's not an insult. That's your wake-up call. Because once you fix your attitude, everything changes. You stop wasting hours. You stop making excuses. You stop running from discomfort. And you start becoming focused, locked in, relentless. You see, success is not built in giant moments. It's built in the small choices nobody sees. Waking up early, when no one is watching. Working late, when no one is clapping. Staying disciplined, when no one cares. That's where greatness is built, behind the scenes, in silence, in struggle. So stop looking for validation. Stop waiting for applause. Stop needing people to believe in you. Believe in yourself and back it up with action. Because confidence doesn't come from talking. It comes from doing. Every time you keep your word to yourself, you build confidence. Every time you push past your limits, you build strength. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you build power. And slowly, you transform. You go from someone who talks to someone who executes. From someone who wishes to someone who wins. But understand this journey is not easy. There will be days you fall off, days you lose focus, days you feel like you're going backwards. That's part of the process. But your attitude in those moments is everything. Do you quit? Or do you reset? Do you give up? Or do you get back up stronger? Because failure is not the end. Staying down is. So if you slip, don't stay there. Stand back up, refocus, and attack again. Because every comeback makes you stronger. Every setback builds your resilience. Every challenge sharpens your mindset. Nothing is wasted if you refuse to quit. And let me remind you, you didn't come this far just to stay average. You didn't start this journey and to give up halfway. You didn't sacrifice to go back to your old self. No, you came here to evolve, to grow, to become something greater, and that requires a different attitude. An attitude that says, "I don't stop. I don't fold. I don't break, no matter how hard it gets." Because at the end of the day, it's not about who is the smartest. It's not about who is the most talented. It's about who lasts, who keeps going when everyone else quits, who stays consistent when everyone else gets distracted, who stays disciplined when everyone else gets comfortable. That person wins. So become that person. Build an attitude that refuses to lose. An attitude that embraces pain. An attitude that chases growth. Because once you have that, you become unstoppable. And when you become unstoppable, your life changes. Not overnight, not instantly, but slowly, powerfully, inevitably. So starting today, make a promise to yourself. No more weak mindset. No more excuses. No more waiting. You will control your attitude. You will stay disciplined. You will keep going, no matter what. Because this is your time. This is your moment. This is your life. And your attitude will decide how far you go. Now get up and go earn it. Subscribe for new videos every day.